Strength, speed, precision, years of training, failure, pain, blood, sweat, and tears, all for the most prestigious sport known to mankind. Horse riding.
Without a horse.
Bruh.
It's like skydiving without a parachute, surfing without a surfboard. Hobby horsing is all over my For You page, and I can't get out. We cannot escape. We cannot come out. So I decided to stop fighting. Stop fighting it. Stop swimming against the wave and just embrace the art. Sorry, it's my other horse. Excuse me. Back to the stable. Well, I'll show you that. Oh, wait. This horse is so noisy. Now, unlike other hobbies, hobby horsing is not fun. At least doesn't look like it, the way the hobby horsing community talks about it. Their content is almost always about the
Pain, the injuries, the falls, the failures, the suffering, the damage this sport does. You laugh, you think this is easy?
Look at my chapped up thighs. Look at my thighs. Look! Hobby horse fall caught on camera. That horse is dangerous.
Hobby horsing is not dangerous.
Becoming a member of the hobby horsing community, which I am about to be, means joining a battle. They seem to believe they are amidst a grand historical struggle for recognition among the pioneers of social justice. Civil rights activists? Suffragettes? They fought for something, right? It is the hobby horsing athletes that are antagonized, marginalized, vilified for their unwavering commitment. You think this is good, these tiny ass hurdles? Child's play. Try pulling a hamstring while galloping in your backyard. In fact, here is a hobby horsist reenacting, yes, reenacting, because acting and make-believe are some of the major tenets of this sport. How she hobby horsed so hard, she passed out. And when was the last time you passed out working out?
Hobby horsing is not a sport, it's easy and everyone can do it.
Oh yeah? This is me after my routine. I was passing out, couldn't breathe, almost throwing up, dizzy, shaking, whole body burning. It sounds like a very unpleasant hobby. It doesn't sound like a hobby at all. Now, this moving video was posted on Hobby Horse Academy's Instagram page alongside this caption. Read this first before you watch the video, okay? The truth is, you can't really judge a thing but until you give it a shot. This video was replicated from a girl that just finished a dressage competition. The reality is the people actually have zero idea how hard it is to finish this kind of competition. Now, the thing that is really ironic here, okay, this is where we get a little bit sassy. The most of the people on social media, that's you, maybe they're talking about me, that hate on hobby horsing and are directly making fun of it are also the influencers that do everything just to get those views rolling and to bump up their followers. Guilty. I wouldn't, buy a horse on a stick and prance around the city. Damn it, I did do that, didn't I?
Hobby horsing is nothing else but kids pretending with stuffed sticks.
Well, actually, hobby horsing is years of perfecting the skill.
Dedication to a lot of training to make jumps like these happen. Perfecting the elegance and the flow of jumping. We make it look easy, also dangerous. For us, the ultimate freedom of expression.
What an artist, Sorry, athlete. Look at a hobby horse jump. Just do hurdles. No, because I want to. Jump Higher! Well, just do high jumps. That's a sport in the Olympics, by the way. Well, apparently, they did think of track and field. And there's nothing you can say that offends a hobby horsist more than the words track and field. Why not just do track and field? Because track and field doesn't allow you to jump 140 centimeters and keep running. Hobby horse is life. And then someone that does track literally says track does allow you to jump like that and keep running, and you can go way higher than 140. I was in track, so I know. Always remember that the same people that mock us, bully us, disrespect us are the same people that will be shocked we made it. Like, y'all are not in a war against the world. It's not you versus the world. You are as athlete as other sports players. You can be one of the best of your sport. We all need exercise. Just there, working out. Just go and enjoy your sport. She's just on the track, trotting. I feel like the only thing that makes this ridiculous is the toy. The prancing around, sure, that's athletic. Rhythmic gymnastics, I mean, come on. It's like make-believe, delusions. Sometimes talk about the horse toys that they're using. They talk about it like it's an actual living horse. If your horse keeps messing up the striding, I resisted her there, you see? Get rid of the problem by covering its eyes. Trust is key between you and your POV. The coach gets on your horse to prove that you are the problem. Gets on your horse. Oh my god, you see how the horse was resisting her there? It's like, I'm not gonna jump. If this is not crazy, I don't know what is. I'm gonna think I walked into a different kind of institution. Here she is, channeling in her inner horse. I guess she wants to be a horse, not a horse rider, She says it right here. Have you ever wondered what these horses feel like? You haven't? Well, she has. Oh my, Holly is stepping along just like a Pastafino horse does a wonderful job winning first prize. Look at that. Look at those skills. This is literally pretend sports. Look at her failing because giving up is worse. Oh, good girl, put the stick down. Put the stick down. What's crazy is the song choice. They used labor over this song. That's the framing they always love to use, that there are heroes. What a hero! There's the delusions. Look, once she's done a successful jump, look at that. Wait. She's gonna jump successfully, and look at the delusions. Pats the horse. Good horsey. Here's a time when your horse was acting up. Or don't you fucking hate when your horse starts acting up? Here, look, she's had to losing control. Let's be careful. Maybe I'm the crazy one. You guys jump. That's talent. That's athleticism. Look, leading your excited horse into the snow. Look at that. So excited. You gotta hold him down. Oh my god, couldn't resist. The little horsey just jumped right in. The horse and her, they are one. Dare I say, she is the horse. But as I mentioned, they're very sensitive about you calling hobby horsing a hobby, okay? It's a sport.
Not a sport.
Don't you dare suggest it's not a sport.
Which is very interesting, because tell a grandma knitting is not a sport, she'll just shrug it off. Tell a potter that pottery is not a sport, he'll just keep spinning the clay. Tell a gardener gardening's not a sport, he's just gonna keep pulling the weed out. But tell a hobby horser that what they're doing is a hobby? You might as well have slapped their imaginary horse across the face. The moment you even suggest that running around with a stick between your legs is not comparable to, say, wrestling or pole vaulting, they go into full revolution mode.
How dare you? We train, we bleed, we suffer, we are athletes.
You want me to just enjoy my hobby the way grandma does knitting, the potter does pottery, the gardener does gardening, and not label myself a legendary athlete?
No, you have to respect it. You have to validate it. You have to acknowledge that my scraped knee and my pulled hamstring are proof of this struggle.
You know, the only thing I can acknowledge is you getting hurt this much. Do something else. They're pushing to be in the Olympics. Okay, how come you got breakdancing and not hobby horsing? Bring them in. Bring them in. Okay, next we'll have competitive thumb twiddling. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war. Or how about extreme hopscotch? Here's a good one. I'm gonna get myself a gloves, a helmet, and drive my imaginary Formula 1 through Monaco. I might not be moving, but I am. No. What do you mean I'm not moving? This is a sport. I'm literally in Monaco though. This is my gear. And then, you know, the competition, the sport, is a vocal sport. So the harder my engine goes, I guess the faster it seems I'm going, the more likely I am to win. I mean, if you're an adult and you're doing hobby horsing, sit down, we have to talk. But if you're a young kid and you're just doing it for fun, I get that. Like, that's what that's for fun. It's a toy. Interestingly, and I'm not sure if my findings are very accurate, but I seem to have found what looks like a case system within the hobby horses community, where some hobby horse riders that don't have actual horse riding experience seem to have an inferiority complex to the great equestrians. One equestrian said, "I love how this is considered a sport and us equestrians are fighting to even be considered a sport." And another said, "As a real equestrian, I find this one offensive." Sorry, didn't mean to offend you. They can't say, no, we're more of a real sport than you are. So there is an inevitable, I guess, inferiority complex. This is so ridiculous. Hobby horse are just stuffed horses on a stick. Hobby horse is elegance. Hobby horse is athleticism. Those jumps are impressive. When I do this, I feel free. Look at this. They feel this when they run around the stick, and I don't care what you say to me. You know, it's always them against the world. I feel free. They're becoming horses, you know? Look at how aesthetic they are. They're so aesthetically pleasing, you know? Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Look at that prance. Thing is, it's not a performance. Hey, it's a sport. Remember, don't make them get angry. This account, the Hobby Horse Academy, every single post, you open up the comments, and the first 3 comments are always so supportive. Okay, they're so positive, they're so full of love, and they're always the pinned comments. And you just need to scroll past the first 3, bestie. And then the real shit hits.
Hobby horsing is legit impressive. If someone is saying, now jump 10, and there are so many hobby who've done that, hobby horsing should be an Olympic sport.
Elegance, grace, athletic, they're always the top 3. It's insane. I'm telling you, they're fighting the hardest at the front lines. But hobby horsing, it's not just a hobby. It is not just a sport. It is a personality. POV walking down the stairs, but it just gets more obvious that you're a hobby horser walking, you know, just me just walking down the stairs, but then something happens to her. It starts trotting. Oh, it's becoming a canter. Oh no, a passage. Oh my goodness! Oh, she's just progressively becoming more and more a horse. It's cute. I mean, it's a kid, right? It just stops being cute when it's no longer make-believe, and I have to sit there and pet your horse. You know, I have to be like,
Oh, did you feed him? Let's feed him together.
in fact, it's kind of concerning because your hobby horsing has spilled over now into other sports, actual sports, like dirt bike riding. Leader of the hobby duro movement, Andy Breaker, first professional hobby rider. What's he doing? Well, he's riding a bike extremely dangerously. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's gotta be a stunt double. Like, no offense, but what do we need the helmet for? What's the worst that could happen in this sport? I don't know, bestie. This one says,
Don't try this at home, it's dangerous.
don't try this at home? Don't tell me what to do. Hobby horsing is just something stupid the modern kids invented. 6th century is new, clocked you. The history of hobby horsing can be traced back to the 16th century. Last year's picture, this one? Oh, this one was probably taken with an iPhone. This one's probably from the US Championships last month. Yeah, it's been around for centuries. As a toy! Don't care what people think. Nothing was normal from the first time. Reminder, the level of danger in sports doesn't make the sport better or worse. Just because your sport is more dangerous doesn't make mine legitimate, okay?
Hobby horsing is not dangerous. Oh yeah? Huh. Now I'm valid, because it is dangerous.
They're so cinematic with it, so epic.
I am living my dream, no matter what. We don't quit.
Listen, I don't want to shit on anyone's party, okay? That's not who I am. Yes, it is. No, but I don't want to be an asshole. I see how this is super entertaining and fun. But I'm just imagining, hosting events where we're meant to go watch people do this, and I don't see that much different from going to a concert where everybody's playing an instrument, but it's invisible. Air guitar. But at the same time, there is a lot of super impressive jumps in there. There's clear athleticism. That is cool stuff, but there is a sport for that, minus the prop. But then you throw in the prop, and you start acting like the prop is a real thing, a real living thing, and I have to act the same too.
I love my Hoshi and my Hoshi love me.
No, I don't think so. The world is interesting. People are afraid to do what they want, We're afraid to say what we want to. But yeah, that was pretty sad. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, put a thumbs up. Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Would you rather hobby horse or hobby ride? For me, I'd rather the bike, mostly because I would have to wear a helmet and nobody would know it this was me. Let me know your thoughts, guys. That was pretty sick. I'm gonna go. You fucking weirdo!